Alabama football practice is in full swing. We're getting ready for the 8A game on April 13th. And some big-time visitors are going to be in Tuscaloosa this week leading up to that 8A game. We're going to talk about the guys that are there today. Also, if you haven't heard, Bama's in the Final Four for hoops. I guess that makes us a basketball school. Well, during basketball season. We're going to talk about UConn and Alabama, that matchup that's coming on Saturday. Can Alabama win the national championship? The answer to that is yes. There's 4 teams left. Why not us? All of that right here on the Bama Tailgate YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. Give us a thumbs up if you're screaming Roll Tide at your television on Sunday, on Monday, on Friday, every day of the week. But when Bama won that game on Saturday, were you there pulling for the Crimson Tide? If you were, give us one of these right here and let's get this party started. Roll Tide, everybody. What do you say? And Roll Tide, everybody, with Big Sexy Elmo. You know him as Brett Elmore from the Brett Elmore Show, WJLX Mornings in Walker County and Jasper. I'm just little old broadcaster Mick on Twitter. Great to see you, man. I don't know if you heard, but Bama's in the Final Four.
Wow. Bama's in the Final Four. Welcome to April. That is no April Fool's joke, my friends. We are in the Final Four, and what a glorious Monday it is as we wake up.
Yeah, because it's Monday and because everyone's happy about what happened in basketball. Before we get to football, let me hit your open.
Oh, thank you.
They call him Big Sexy, coming at you from the Walker County. Jasper is his hometown. He's known for giving free rundowns. Oh, Big Sexy, throwing out those Alabama thoughts, sneaking out your mom's window without getting caught. Nick gives you the XP, but Big Elmo is here to please. Big Sexy Elmo on the Bama Tailgate Show.
I had to play it because Bama's in the Final Four. I love you as the dressed up you. You got the suit on and everything. Like, whoa, look at this guy.
Oh, that's my money gear right there. that's my money gear. No,
that's when you're locked in.
That's when I'm locked in. Yeah, happy Monday, everybody. The Final Four is the week of the Final Four now. We're finally in there. One game at a time, my friends. We got UConn, and that's a monumental task.
Yeah, look, it's a big game. Bama's a huge underdog. But why not us, man? I mean, you being an underdog, being in the game doesn't mean that you're going to lose. It just means that the chances of you losing in Vegas is big, and the chances of you winning are small. But no matter how big and successful UConn is, they don't have Mark Sears. And Mark Sears could single-handedly lead Alabama to the national championship game. He's the type of guy that could put up 30 or 40 points, and I'm not even saying that in a joking way. And if he gets some help from Estrada, from Pringle, from Stevenson, we've seen this, right? How about Grant Nelson? And you've said it. If Grant Nelson and Alabama win a national championship, you're going to wear a mustache for the entire summer. And I respect that from you.
Yeah. I will do that. If we win a national championship, I'll wear the stash. I'll rock it all summer long.
All summer
long. Yeah, I mean we've got an excellent shot at it. I mean we're in it. It's sort of like playing the lottery.
Mm-hmm.
You can't win it unless you're in it.
Yeah, that's right.
So I mean we're in there, and
the Powerball.
Yeah, we're in there, and I think we're going to have a good showing Saturday. I really do.
Yeah, me too.
I feel good.
All right, and we're going to cover it all week. It's just such to think that Bama's in the Final Four. I mean, maybe we need to kind of focus on winning the basketball game. I know that the odds are colossal, but we got to this point, and UConn is not unbeatable. They've lost 3 games. They're the defending champs, but it would be a good time for them to bow out and set up the Alabama national championship run. So, and you got 2 games, and you got the best coach in the country. I like him better than Hurley.
Yeah.
I think we got the best coach in the country.
I love Coach Oates and what he's done with this program. And we'll be talking about it and covering it all week. There'll be a lot of news coming out of Arizona this week as we gear up for the big weekend of basketball.
All right, Bama football's back in action. Brett, are you a football fan? I know you're big into hoops, but do you like football too?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's like hoops, football, / cricket.
Yeah. Well, look, we actually have a pretty good football program in Tuscaloosa, and the brand new coach Kalen DeBoer has done a nice job of transitioning from Nick Saban into this role, and this is his first spring practice. We're getting closer and closer to that April 13th spring game. Give us the schedule for this week.
Gonna go today. Gonna go this afternoon. They'll go Wednesday. They'll go Friday, and tentatively the schedule has them for Saturday. Wouldn't be surprised. Haven't seen anything yet on that Saturday practice. That was even before this March Madness scenario. That practice was penciled in as a to be determined time. So don't know what time they will practice on Saturday, or if they'll even push that thing maybe to Sunday or what. But it looks like they'll go today, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and then next week they will have 2 practices, Tuesday and Thursday, and then a day on Saturday.
It's weird how they stretch this out, but you have to, because you're basically limited to the amount of time and hours you can spend doing this. So to make it where you basically go out there, work, and then you can go back and watch video, it's not like, hey, look, here's 2 weeks of practice. You can turn it into a month ordeal. So Bama is doing that, and at the same time, Brett, they're bringing in top recruits, and one of those guys is a quarterback from Pennsylvania.
Yeah, Matt Zollers, 6'3.5", 205 pounds from Springford.
You love the half. You're going to give everyone their half.
Yeah, I mean, I have to give them their half whenever they have it on there.
Are you 5'10 and a half?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I push it to 5'11", but that's a very big push. It depends on which shoes I'm wearing that day. Zollers is from mighty Pennsylvania. Looks just like the lead singer from who did I say earlier? Greta Van Fleet.
Yeah, Greta Van Fleet, which is basically, I don't want to say a ripoff of Led Zeppelin, but very Led Zeppelin-ish, which I loved Led Zeppelin. So
yeah, I love Led Zeppelin. Love Greta Van Fleet. He's a 4-star quarterback. He really likes the SEC. He's got to really warmed up to Georgia and Missouri, as a matter of fact. Of course, Alabama, and then, of course, being from Pennsylvania, you got to go visit up with Penn State, Pittsburgh, and Boston College. But last year, he was the MVP of the Pioneer Athletic Conference Liberty Division.
Okay.
All-state selection.
Why not?
He was a 63% completion rate for a school record. Get this, Mick, 2,917 yards. 37 touchdowns.
Wow. And look, this guy's got a bright future ahead. Yeah. But it's crazy how, when I was in high school, it was a lot of like the wing tee and the I formation stuff. Now like they brought the spread in, and then the pro sets and everything else. They throw the ball so much more now effectively, even at the high school level. So,
yeah, I remember when we had a coach come in, and he came out and he installed the double wing set, and it was like, oh man, this is awesome. And kid's really good. It was 2022 season. He threw for over 2,000 yards, and also he runs the football very well. Over 400 yards and 7 touchdowns on the ground. So bright future ahead for this young man, and he will be making a little visit.
All right, here's another guy that's coming to Tuscaloosa today, a wide receiver, Jordon Gridiron, set for today to come visit.
Ridgeview High School out of South Carolina.
Did I say that? I said Gridiron. I don't even know if that's right. Gidron? Gidron, yeah. But Gridiron's what we call football, so I just embellished. I embellished a touch. Football. Yeah.
We were talking football, so it fits.
No disrespect meant there.
Yeah, no. I don't know a lot about this guy. I haven't seen a whole lot on him, other than he's a pretty good wide receiver. He's 6'2", 175. But Georgia's offered him. North Carolina, Illinois, Tennessee, Indiana all offered him. So he'll make the visit and see what he likes out of this. But pretty much Alabama and Georgia, really the two big ones on his list. Other than that, I mean, like I say, you really don't know a whole lot about this kid yet. Because the fact of the matter is he's the class of 26, so he's not even a part of the 25 class.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. And the last guy that we're going to talk about that'll be in Tuscaloosa today is Taz Williams, a wide receiver. Love the name Taz. I don't even know why. I guess just Tasmanian Devil.
That's a football name, man.
Taz and wrestling. Yeah. I mean, you hear the name Taz, and I mean, you're expecting a whirlwind of a player.
I know it's not Bama related, but also a really good football name was Taquillo Spikes.
Yeah, I remember him.
That was a.
Where did he go to school?
Some small college somewhere. But anyway, he. But one of those football names, Taz Williams, 5'11", 181, a wide receiver out of Red Oak High School in Texas. He's as a junior, 80 receptions, 1,251 yards, 14 touchdowns. That's an average of almost 16 yards a catch. And then in 2022, he just got started with 31 catches for 582 yards and 5 touchdowns, but he was just a sophomore. So Michigan is looking at him, and Ohio State and Alabama and all the major players. He's a good one. He's some services have him as a 4-star, some have him as a 3. But Taz Williams out of Red Oak, Texas.
All right, yeah. And what happens is, you're on the radar. You have another big year. You get recruited, and the stars go up. But you still want to, if you're Alabama, have a relationship with these guys as they, grow as players. Not just, hey, look, the guy's a 5-star, but that same guy might have been a 3-star, and eventually built into a 5-star.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. You're exactly right. So it's all about making those relationships. This staff has done a really good job at that. So we'll see what happens today. We got a big week of visits, though.
We don't have a basketball game until Saturday, so we got to we're going to have to stay focused on football recruiting. We'll keep an eye on what's going on with this basketball program, and get ready for Connecticut.
I'm ready for it, and but we got a little while here. We got all week to get ready, and we'll get it ready here on the Bama Tailgate channel, and keep up with recruiting too.
What do you got going on at WJLX, Brent?
Just another big week. You can hear me live 6 until 10 Central Time, WJLX1015.com. You can get us on all the major mobile apps, iHeart, TuneIn. You can download the custom WJLX app for your phone, your tablet, whatever. And also on 102.5 HD3 in the North Central Alabama area.
All right. And don't forget, guys, we're brought to you by Pearl River Resort over there in Choctaw, Mississippi, Philadelphia, Mississippi, an hour and a half from Tuscaloosa, 2 hours from Birmingham, not far from Big Sexy Elmo's house either. But they've got the sports book, the Timeout Sports Lounge with all the TVs, with every major sporting event you can think of there. You can also Vegas-style wager on it legally. It's a fun place to go hang out. They've got the spa. They got the water park. They also have Dancing Rabbit Golf Course, which is the Augusta that you can play. They've got some great concerts that are coming to town. They've also got table games and slots. It is a Vegas experience, and it's not far from Tuscaloosa, and you guys should check it out. And I'm talking about Big and Rich, Gretchen Wilson, Boys to Men, which I plan on being there for that one, for Boys to Men. And more. So check it out at pearlriverresort.com. And thank you for hanging out with us. We will talk to you guys again tomorrow unless something big breaks. Roll Tide.